After losing 9 of their last 11 games, the Atlanta Braves have suddenly found themselves in a pennant race for the Eastern Division title. Today, they try to snap a 9-game losing streak on the road as they take on the New York Mets from Shea Stadium. John Rooney and Jeff Torborg have the call.
The Atlanta Braves indeed have been struggling. Having dropped 7 games in the NL East, Bobby Cox is looking to turn things around as his team struggles to clinch the division. Here in New York, the Mets' hopes of any postseason play have long been swept away, but they continue to develop their young players, and they have had some great individual accomplishments. Catcher Todd Hundley has proven to be a rising star with his resilience and steady offense. Then there's Lance Johnson. He's looking to become the first player to lead both leagues in hits. It's the Braves and the Mets on Fox. Where the weather's concerned, it has been a wet week on the East Coast, but today the fans are coming out enjoying the sunshine. And we're in New York, where the New York Mets are trying to make it 2 in a row over the Atlanta Braves as the Mets host the Braves Saturday baseball on Fox. You're home for the 1996 World Series. The standings in the NL East, and it's a race again. The Braves have lost 7 games since the 30th of August and lead the Expos by 5.5, and they're going to be playing the Expos 8 games, 5 coming up in Atlanta. Hi, everybody. John Rooney along with Jeff Torborg. And, Jeff, what has happened to the Atlanta Braves the last 2 weeks?
John, you never expect this to happen to a club that has outstanding pitching, but it's been their pitching that's really struggled in this last 12 games. What they've not been able to do has really been the story. Their pitching has just struggled so badly that the opposition batting average is .304 against supposedly the best starting rotation in baseball.
And the defense has let them down at times with 14 errors. But Bobby Cox is saying, look, there's still a lead. There's no time to panic with 2 weeks to go.
It's the malady that a lot of ball clubs go through, and it's an old saying in baseball, you know, the hitting and pitching are not together. One day you get the hitting, you'll get the pitching, and vice versa. And that's exactly what happened to us. And in the meantime, every time we booted a ball, generally our pitching would pick us up and we'd strike somebody out or get an out. And now it seems like a clunker will fall in following something like that. So it's a combination of things, but the bottom line is we do have to play a little bit better. We have to pitch a little bit better, hit a little bit better, and be a little smarter.
He can be confident, Jeff, because Bobby Cox is the manager of the World Championship Braves.
John, they've been there before. They know how to win. They're worried right now, but maybe this will help them. They'll really focus. When they get out of this, they'll focus right into the postseason. Today,
the Braves are playing the Mets, and I'm interested to see 3 players in particular, with Lance Johnson, Todd Hundley, Bernard Gilkey. These guys have put up some nice numbers, and they're breaking team records.
They're having career years. These 3 guys have just been outstanding. This club has been a disappointment this year, but not these 3 guys. When you think about 4 Met records have been broken by them already, with 9 just right there on the verge of being broken.
What Lance Johnson is doing with his triples and his hits, that's no surprise to you, is it?
No, he's just like a son to me. I had him when I managed the White Sox, and I love him, and his speed really does an awful lot for this club.
I have a good pitching matchup for you today. Mark Clark has done a nice job coming over from the Cleveland Indians for the New York Mets. And Steve Avery is pitching for the first time in a long time, since back in July. He's 7-8 with a 4.02 ERA. A 13-game winner. Mark Clark will start for the Mets. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and get into the game from Shea Stadium, the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves, after these messages from your local Fox station.
Fox, the exclusive home of the 1996 World Series.